And with this, I mean, we're getting what looks to be like a full-blown pivot so far. I know people tend to care about price action the most, but we want to mention a lot of the catalysts that are going alongside this as well. So, I mean, here's that chart for Bitcoin. We talked about this big trend line that it's had, an area that was its previous all-time highs, turned into support in here. We fell through this level, rejected it a couple of times, and now we're starting to push back up. Because what we were seeing is like the early signs of a pivot where instead of seeing like lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, we started seeing a shift in that short-term trend where we were breaking to steady levels of highs up in here, right? The same level of highs instead of lower highs. And then we were seeing climbing levels of support instead of lower lows. So we started to see a little bit of a shift happening in here. And that's one of the things that we've been talking about over here as a team internally. And with this, I mean, we're getting what looks to be like a full-blown pivot so far. And we're breaking above that 20-day moving average, and we're retesting the 50-day moving average. And I think after we crack here, I don't see much stopping Bitcoin from going back towards, that level above 120K, right? The all-time high level around 123, 124. I don't see a lot stopping it if it can break here. So if we can get a breakout of here, very little, in my opinion, stopping Bitcoin from going back to at least 122, 123, 124. But what we're looking at now is, again, a break in downward structure, the shift happening back to the upside. This is like the last real level before I think we can push back to all-time highs. So I want to see this area conquered. I want to see Bitcoin back above 115K. And after that, I think it's a pretty clear shot to move higher.